Sorry about that. Sometimes OBS wants to have the wrong monitor up. Anyways, I installed Recount. Let's see if we can do a dungeon and maybe see what my damage is. Yeah. Oh, I gotta change the keybind because I have this double blink basically, which is kind of odd. I've never had double blink before. I'm not really sure because I usually use mouse scroll wheel up for blink, but since I have 2 charges of blink, if I do mouse scroll wheel up, it actually uses both of them at once. So I'm going to have to, because I don't just like mouse scroll wheel up just once. I just kind of hold down shift. I mean, shift mouse scroll. I hold down shift and just kind of flick the wheel forward. So we're gonna have to come up with a better keybind for, which kind of sucks to be honest. I almost makes me want to use a different talent, really, to be honest. Like instead of doing shimmer, I mean, they say shimmer is the best though. Let's see what this one does. What's my normal variance? That gives me like a free blaze barrier. Isn't bad, I guess. But what's this? What's this green plus sign mean? I don't even know what this green plus sign means. Let's take a look. The green plus a sign on the. Do I already have these daily quests and shit? Oh god. Somebody. Oh shit. I remember how to play my character. It's been a while. I'm a mage newbie. Mage newbie right here. So there's double blink. I mean, double blink is nice. I just need a you must be in a rest area. That was stupid. Should have used my pillar of fire. Ah. That was dumb. I shouldn't use blink. I should have put my shield up because blink does it for me. It's good though. At least I'm recognizing how stupid I am playing the mage. That's better than playing stupid, not knowing you're playing stupid. All right. Hey, Pigeon. About Shimmer? Hey, Pigeon, how's it going? Yeah, I don't... I need to get out of here so I can change it back to Shimmer. But like I said, I use Shift Mouse Wheel up for Blink. So... And I usually just hold down Shift and kind of flick the mouse wheel up. So what happens is I end up using Shimmer twice. So I need to change the keybind, which is, like I said, I've always used that as my keybind for Mage Blink, like always, for years. So it's going to be really weird having to use a different keybind. And also, I don't really like this keybind here for Phoenix Flames. It feels a little awkward. So I'm actually going to put that on here. It's a good keybind for that. We got 4, 1, 2. I don't really use 2. I mean, would I ever really use... I guess there's certain situations where we might want to use a Frostbolt. Probably not. I mean, would we ever, as a Fire Mage, use Frostbolt? I mean, even in, like, Arena, is there ever a time where I would want the slow? No. Anyways, okay, so... Sorry, I'm congested this morning. Congested every morning. So let's go with Shimmer. But we got to come up with a better keybind. How about that? What is that? Why am I glowing? Oh, because I changed talents, maybe. How about the Z key? Z key is not a bad key for something like that. Go key bindings. Instead of shift mouse wheel up, we're gonna go Z. Normally Z I use for sprint, so at least it's kind of in the same vein. It's a movement ability, so Z is not bad for double blink. And then we've got A. Okay, I think that's a little better. That really worked the way I wanted it to. I don't think so. Oh, do the cast sequence so that it doesn't double. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. That's actually a good idea. I forgot about cast sequences because they don't really work in Classic. Yeah, that's nice, dude. Let's see, Blink. Let's see. Is it? Yeah, I don't. Here, hold on a second. I think it worked. I'm not sure if it worked. Hold on a second. But yeah, cast sequences are good for that type of stuff. And like I said, we don't really have cast sequence in vanilla. In vanilla. So let's see. We're gonna blink. Nah, it still used it twice, but it's because my scroll wheel I think was still going. I think I need to change the reset. I think we need to change it to 2 seconds. Right. Battle for Azeroth dungeon. How many mages do we have? We've got a hunter, priest, druid. Who's the tank? I guess one of these druids is. Why isn't he pulling?
These caves must lead to the legendary Uldir. The Titans constructed this facility after the fall of the Black Empire to run experiments on all manner of beasties. Who knows what secrets it contains?
Looks like my damage isn't super great. Well, I'm number 3 on the damage meter. That hunter is doing some serious damage, but it's all about these procs, you know? Here, let's try it. No. Yeah, the cast sequence isn't working. It's still using my blink both times. I don't really know if I should take the time to like I should take the time to do like flame strike when there's a lot of mobs because it's such a slow cast time. I don't really know if it's worth doing, like to open up a fight like when there's a bunch. Someone died. This Trilly has died. Yeah. I've never done this dungeon before, just so you guys know. I don't think I've ever even seen this dungeon before. It's like, I'm like, what is this dungeon? It's like I'm such a retail noob. No, we can't. No, sheep is. What am I doing? Sheep is my Z key. So let's go key bindings. Yeah, so that's got to be Z. guys don't like me. They don't like me. Bam, stop attacking me. Someone else die already? Man, this group's getting their butt whooped. The healer's not really healing me. Like, my health isn't going up at all. You know? But finally she threw some sort of rejuvenation on me. Look at how bad my damage is. It's weird, like, right now, like, with the Fire Mage, it's like, you're kind of in between. It's like, you kind of throw a fireball and you're kind of waiting to see if it's going to be a crit. You know, obviously later down the road when you have better gear, you're probably going to be critting so often you're probably not even going to think about it. But you're kind of waiting to see if it's a crit. If it is a crit, you'll do Fire Blast so you can proc your free, you know, Pyroblast and all that. Because my crit is so crappy, it's kind of like I'm peeking. Like, is it going to be a crit? Is it going to be a crit? You know?
Time for a sacrifice! Rotten Widder! Goon be everywhere! Rotten Widder! My blood foregone.
I don't know what to do about this blink. You know what? For now, what I'm going to do, I don't know if I can change it. Sure what I'm going to do. Because I'm going to accidentally blink twice. Which could get me killed in here because I'll blink right off a ledge or something. But I don't really want to do that. I guess I'll just have to be really careful about not scrolling the scroll wheel. You have no target. How can I have no target? I'm hitting the tab key. I should have had a target there. What are you talking about? I don't like the targeting frames in here. They're too small. Like, these are way too small. See if we can get it better. Oh, now I gotta move. Stunned. God, it's so laggy. I hit like I hit like my Frost Nova and like 3 seconds later it actually went off. It was like super lag. I mean, I don't have lag in Classic. It's just something we see in retail a lot more often. I don't know. I hope not. Maybe it's just this dungeon. My damage sucks, dude. And look, I can't blink out of this stun for whatever reason. That's kind of weird. Kind of one of the best things about Blink, you know. Yeah, I'm spending a lot of time not doing stuff. Yeah, the Fire Mage feels really clunky at this level with these abilities. Like, I feel extremely clunky. Now we have Dragon Breath, which is our kind of stun thingy. Yeah, fire is weird. It's like I said, it's kind of, and a lot of it's probably because I just don't know how to play it. But it feels really clunky right now because I'm not really getting a lot of crits. So I'm not really proccing pyro, you know, eating up and whatever, you know. And I don't know the rotation like in this particular some of these scenarios. I don't know if I should be trying to do any of these flame strikes that are, you know. What's the range on? Yeah, Dragon Breath is like really close. So that's what I thought. Is that, yeah, it feels like it's crit dependent. You should use Flame Strike and Dragon Breath? Okay, thank you. Yeah, well, it's just such a long... Flame Strike's like a really long cast. But, yeah, I figured it might be something I should be using. Alright, we'll use Flame Strike and Dragon Breath. Critting a lot on this one. But look how long it takes to cast Flame Strike. It's like, oh my god. Oh my god. There are like so many mobs here. They're like everywhere. This fight's not going so good, guys. You know? Oh, and there's the double blank. Yeah, I'm dead. I feel completely out of my element playing this character. Well, I feel completely out of my element. I've never played fire before, and the way this is set up, it's very like this. Like I said, the flame strike is very slow cast. My blink, unfortunately, is screwing me up because it's double blinking. Middle mouse, I guess. But I just have to, and I don't know like the rotations. Like in that time, like it takes so long to cast flame strike. Is it really worth using? Got to clear some space, and we got to run over the lava. We got to run over larva. Okay. Guess we run over the larva, it crushes them or something. I've never even done this dungeon before. There's like 10. I'm doing like 10,000 things new all at once. What time is it? I do have to go to work at 9:30, guys. But try to play though. But you can see my damage is terrible because I don't know my rotations. I'm kind of fumbling, fumbling around, like just hitting different stuff. Like, is this what I should be doing? Let's do this. Oh, we have to run over the larvae, he said. Because these must spawn the ads. Damn, there's so many larvae. Man, why is this guy all over my ass? Like, get off my ass. This is horrible, dude. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know about the proxy fire streak or flame strike or fire blast. It feels really clunky, dude. A lot of it's my keybinds too. You know, trying to get used to the keybinds too. Nah, I'm not really liking it. I don't really like the mage. It doesn't feel anything at all like, you know, like I played mage back in I guess it was Cataclysm, and I did arena on a mage in Cataclysm, and I really liked it, and I had no issues with it. But this version of the mage is, to me, is and a lot of it's not, you know, me not having a familiarity with it, but it just feels really clunky. You know, it feels awkward. You know, it doesn't feel smooth. I think RNG based stuff is always, to me, always feels clunky. It's like you're hoping you, and of course, again, once you get a higher crit rate, and it's not so much well, it's still gonna be RNG, but you're not like, you know, you're not sitting there waiting, hoping, well, if I get it, because like I can basically cast something, right? Like I can cast a fireball, and then I can start casting another fireball, and if it does crit, I have to step, like here it critted, so I stopped casting, and then I had to cast, you know, fire blast so that I could proc my. Can I sheep this guy? Nah. Let's see. Yes, I can. I can sheep a maggot. Yeah, I can cast Fireball, and if it procs, then I can cast Flame Strike. Fire Blast, if it's already. Like right now, it's... I don't know why I wouldn't cast it right there. It was weird. Yeah, I think that's probably... Hey, Johan, I think that's probably what's going on here, is that Fire Mage isn't really that great until you have... You know, because I think at max level, the rotation... I looked at some guys on the Fire Mage in Arena at max level, and you have a different ability. Like, you have some different abilities that I think will allow you to go through those rotations, and it won't be like you're hoping something crits. You know, you'll be like this ability, this ability, this ability. You're pretty much guaranteed. I think you're going to have, you know, the instant casts. Just a matter of like maybe how many you have or something. I don't know, but I think you're right. I think at max level. But the thing is, I always like to play with spec. You know, I always like to play with the spec that I'm going to be using. You know, as I'm leveling up, just to get really good with it, and get really comfortable with it. I don't like to play like a different spec, then all of a sudden, you know, at max level, you switch to fire, and now you've got all these abilities you've never used. Because keep in mind, I've never played a fire mage like this before, ever. So it would suck to go all the way to max level as Frost, and then hit max level, switch to fire, and now you're like, oh shit, I've got all these skills I've never even used. You know? I mean, some of them you have used, you know, but I don't know. Am I silenced or something? Weird. You know, like, you know, let me go to Frost. It's like, it seems like Frost isn't even doing any, or Fire wasn't. I'm not doing any damage. Let me see the camera. Am I even doing damage? Like absorb. It's like my fire spells are being absorbed by this corpse because of his shield. Weird. I think you can. I mean, I think you. I can force myself to level with fire, and I think that's going to be better for me long term.
What manner of beast is this?
You know, it's just going to be a little clunky. Ah, damn it! Hitting the wrong spells here. I should be using Flame Strike there. I don't know why I'm not, because I'm a nub. My damage is so bad. Yeah, hey Lost, what's up? Well, I'm trying to force myself to play fire because that's what I'm going to play at endgame. So I'm trying to force myself to get used to fire. What's he saying? Fight. Oh, maybe he's not an English speaker. But yeah, it's weird, man. I suck at Fire Mage right now. At this level right now, I suck at Fire Mage. I'm terrible. I think the damage meter shows you how weak my damage is too, but I don't know if that's indicative of just how bad I am or if it's indicative of just, you know, that this class isn't that strong at this level. You know what I mean? I think it's probably a little bit of both. Avoid the spores, do a lot of damage, okay. I've never done this dungeon before. This is my first time I've ever been in here.
Rot must spread.
Zoom it out so we can see everything. Oh, wait. Why did I lose? I lost target there for some reason. He's gonna target me with upheaval. I don't. What does upheaval do? Guess it makes stuff come up through the ground. How about that? He targets me with upheaval again. Pigeon. Pigeon, that's awesome, dude. It's not face roll, it's stare roll. Is it like stare roll? Oh. Why am I taking so much damage? Maybe one of these spores got me. I think the spore got me.
Everything I've never seen that kind of corruption before.
What do I use to
It
break
might
mushrooms?
be connected to Uldir. Let's hurry and find out.
Yeah, I lost my group. Where'd they go? We went over here. Okay, well, you aggroed one, so I think we're gonna have to fight this guy, guys. I think we're gonna have to fight him, dude. Oh.
Massive breach detected. Gahoon containment failing. Mother not responding.
Oh, the upheaval thing? Oh, you use that to... I see what you're saying, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I gotta figure out a cast sequence or something so I can use that double blink without having to change my keybind. That would be really preferable. I think I'm gonna die. I'm like, I think I'm gonna die. Everybody died. I think it was actually my fault. Well, I guess. I mean, you saw the guy back behind me to the left aggroed and was throwing these little death bolts. Those things hurt. And I think, I don't know if that was my fault. I mean, I aggroed him, I think, but I think, let's just say that that was probably my fault because I got that one guy added. You enjoy how more fluid the control combat is? Am I going the right direction? Hold on a second. I'm looking at the chat and losing my party. We're way over here somewhere. Ah, they're like flying. These guys must know this dungeon. Look at them go. I don't know. I mean, well, I've never thought that classic WoW was not fluid. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've never really felt that classic wasn't fluid. I mean, I think the combat system in World of Warcraft, no matter what version you're playing, is a very fluid, combat system. You know what I mean? I think in that particular fight I did good damage, but I don't know why he's This is dumb. Why did he shouldn't have. This was really stupid what he just did. He aggroed 3 mobs, and he really shouldn't have. I mean, we're all gonna die because this guy just aggroed like the whole place. You know. I mean, look at the range. This isn't classic WoW. Like the range on this shit is ridiculous. You know what I mean? What is this tank doing? Oh my god. Yeah, I'm done with that. I don't want to fuck around with this group anymore. I need to figure out my that macro really quick. Let's see. Let's see, bro. Let's do yeah, that group was terrible. I didn't really want to fuck around that group anymore. Plus, I was playing terrible. Great. So that puts him back in here, so I'm probably going to die in here too. I forgot all about Shadow Meld. You know, I could have freaking used Shadow Meld maybe to save my ass in those dungeons, you know what I mean? Kidding me? Oh god. That'll work. Yeah, how much time we got? Yeah, I'm dead. Oh my god. I feel like I can't describe to you like how uncomfortable it is playing this class. Like how like out of my how like my brain, like I'm so used to being in complete control of my characters, like complete control. And like when I'm playing like this class, like my brain is like misfiring left and right. It's like, what am I gonna do? This, am I gonna do that? This keybind, that keybind. What's my keybind? You know, it's just I'm playing like you'll never see me play worse than I'm playing right now. Yeah, Shadow Mode is really good. Yeah, a lot of it's just yeah. I mean, it's not because I'm a terrible player. Obviously, it's because I just never really played the class. I haven't played retail. I'm not used to these keybinds because you know it's just a lot of different things. But it's very uncomfortable to me because I'm not used to feeling like that. Hold on a second. Where is my alarm clock? It's on. I need to turn it off. Yeah, so what we're trying to do is come up with a better, let's see, cast sequence or something. I don't think it's working. Let's see. Wow. Let's try trying to prevent my character from double blinking. Yeah, see, the cast sequence is definitely not working because that was not 3 seconds at all. So it's not working at all. We need to do reset. Reset target now. Cast sequence reset. Why is it not working? I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this. Casting woes, shimmer stop macro. This is what we need. Dude, that one doesn't work. It doesn't see. It doesn't work with blink. See, like it's strange. It doesn't work with blink, but it does work as intended if you cast shimmer by name instead of blink. No, but that's what I'm doing, and it's not working. I tried Shimmer 2 and it still didn't work. Yeah, it doesn't work for me either. Let's try this one. No, reset 5 means after 5 seconds of not pressing the key, it will reset. He says this is the working macro. This is what we had, though, and it didn't work. That's what we had, and that does not work. So you can see that just doesn't work. Well, but it sounds like it's saying 5 seconds of not doing anything. Well, no, that doesn't make any sense, though. Now we gotta wait until we get more. Gotta wait until it resets. Yeah, this goes. I may just need to rebind it and learn to use a different key, which is kind of what I would have to do, but I don't want to do that. You could use a modifier to get around. I don't think there's a way to make a smart macro that would do everything. However, you can use a modifier to get close. Cast mod shimmer. No, this guy's he doesn't understand the problem. That's not going to work. Oh, well, he says it works really well. Cast mod shimmer cast sequence. That's weird. So using it normally will force you to blink once, but holding any mod key or a specific one, if you want that, would allow you to double blink. This is odd. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of weird. Yeah, see, look, this does not work. I have my shimmer bound to mouse wheel down. I don't know how to make it only use one charge, but as soon as I cast shimmer, it uses both charges automatically. Same problem I'm having. Shift mouse wheel down for my ice block, and I do not really like pressing Alt or Control. Yeah, see, I'm not the only person who's having this problem. It looks like a lot of people having this problem. Looks like a lot of people use mouse wheel. I have always used shift mouse wheel up for blank. Always. What the hell is this shit? Well, I had the exact same problem, and after pouring through threads, I discovered my own solution. Someone had mentioned that you can fill the macro with junk so the shimmer won't accidentally trigger twice. Trigger twice with the motion of the mouse wheel. So I made this. Cast shimmer. I may have gone overboard with the last 3. I don't know what the hell this thing is. People are making this issue more complicated than it needs to be. Find this macro to mouse wheel up and mouse wheel down. Want to use it once as fast as possible, roll down. Want to use it twice for maximum distance, roll up and down. This is bizarre. This is bizarre. This is a really odd one. So he's saying, I like how he says people are making this more complicated than it needs to be. No, they're not making it more complicated than it needs to be. This is actually a very complicated macro. I've never seen a macro that says talent 2/1. I mean, I've never seen that in a macro. No talent. This is really odd. He's saying, want to use it once as fast as possible, roll it down. Want to use it twice for maximum distance, roll it up and down. Let's try this one. This is really weird. I'm not quite sure. I've never seen a macro like that, actually. And I've seen a hell of a lot of macros. So he's saying if we just... Let's try this. Now, see, look. I still blink twice. You see that? I love how this guy's like, yeah, this is the solution, but I can say right off that, it doesn't work. But yeah, that doesn't work. This guy, I think, has an interesting solution where you basically just tell it to do something else, right? Let's try that. Let's say macro. Let's do, like... Let's do this, and then look, we're going to do something like use. We want to say it to use something we don't even have, I guess, right? Like use... What would we never have? Well, here, bobbing burr. I don't know what that thing is. Let's try this. So basically what you're doing is you're telling it to use blink, but then try to use something else. It still doesn't work. So no matter what I do, because I just scroll the wheel up when I do it. I do shift and I scroll, and I literally just scroll the wheel. It just doesn't work. I think we're gonna have to basically just put it on a different keybind. You know. Was I even using that keybind? Let's make sure that I was using that. I'm sure I was. Yeah, I just said that. Did you see, Pigeon? I just said that. I was like, I wonder if I even have the macro on my thing, you know. Here, we'll test it. I just dragged it down. Yeah, that's the one thing with this interface with the Guild Wars 2 is it doesn't show the name of the macros. So, but here we definitely are using the macro. Right? We go macro, dragging this down here. Yeah, see, it's still double blinking. I think I'm gonna have to change the keybind. Because in the middle of combat, I cannot be bothered to be trying to like only scroll my mouse wheel one click. And there's no way in arena match I'm gonna be thinking about, oh, I can only scroll the mouse just one little notch, or I'm gonna accidentally blink twice. You know what I mean? So. Okay, so the easiest thing to do, I think, is to make it the Z key, and then we're gonna have to change sheep to something else. And sheep, we can just basically we're just gonna flip flop them. What do I usually use mouse wheel up on a mage? I'm trying to think what I usually use for mouse wheel up. Do I even use mouse wheel up? Actually, changing Dragon's Breath to mouse wheel up would be good. That would be easier. Let's do this. Let's go keybinds. Let's make a Dragon's Breath mouse. Well, here's mouse wheel up, but it's not using it for anything, right? Oh, I was using for Scorch. I mean, honestly, am I ever gonna use Scorch? No, I don't think so. Because other people are saying it just doesn't work. Like if you go back to this thread, you know, and it isn't longer. Pigeon, listen. There's no way my scroll wheel is still going for fucking 5 seconds, and I put like 5 seconds in there. You know what I mean? There's no fucking way, right? Like here, check this out. I mean, I can count it off and show you, right? There's no way. I can go in here and say 5, right? 5 seconds. 5, save. Okay, just count it out. 1, 2. I mean, we haven't even gone 2 seconds yet, and she already double blinked. See that? We haven't even gone 2 seconds, and she already blinked twice. So yeah, the reset's not working at all. It's not working at all. So I think what we're going to have to do, unfortunately, I don't like doing this at all. You think it's doing Shimmer Null? Yeah, I don't know, dude. Well, if you come with a different macro you want me to put in there and try, I'll try it. But in the meantime, I think what we're going to have to do is change the keybind. Instead of shift mouse wheel up, we're going to have to use Z key for blink. And then we're going to have to change some of these other keybinds, like middle mouse. I think should be mouse wheel up. Now, the one problem is I've got Scorch, which is something I can use while moving. Yeah, you think it'd be super easy, but even just looking at that thread, people are like, everything that they said in the thread, they were saying didn't work. Like one person said, try this. The guy's like, oh, it doesn't work. One person said, try this. The guy says, doesn't work. Then we finally get to one guy who's like, oh, yeah, do this. And if you scroll up, it'll do 1 blink. If you scroll down, it'll let you do 2 or something. But that didn't work either. So everything they put in that thread, none of it worked. You think it'd be super easy. I mean, it's certain. There's definitely a way to do it. There's definitely got to be a way to do it. And Alex, just so you guys know, I'm not a fan of cast sequence. I used cast sequences back in Wrath of the Lich King, and even then they were always a little buggy. I used to use them for Warlock, you know, like cast this, like for dots. Like I'd have one button that I could do, like, you know, cast this dot, cast this dot, cast this dot, and you know, but there's times when you want to do it, it's not going to work, and there's times when you want to use certain dots out of order, and just, you know, I'm not a fan of cast sequences. Yeah, look, this guy. This says, why does Fire Blast and Shimmer sometimes use both charges in a row when I only press one time? Oh, this is pretty cool. This got rid of the issue for me. Go ahead and copy that one. He said that will work. All right. Ooh, wait a second. This gives me an idea, though. Maybe it's spell batching that's doing it. You know. Um, oh, it didn't. Weird. That was weird. It looked like it used two charges but didn't blink twice. Did you see that? It looked like it used both charges, but she only blinked once. Let's try it again. Oh. Okay, okay, that worked. But it worked. But the reason I wasn't able to blink again is because the cast sequence was preventing it. Okay, okay, now we're actually making progress. I think we got it. I think we got it, Pigeon. And again, I've never used this thing in a macro before, but this cancel queued spell. So it's spell batching that's probably causing the problem. It's actually queuing up the next scroll wheel click and ignoring it. So let's try this. I think this will work. Oh no, maybe not. It's not letting me do it again for some reason, even though it says I have one charge. Okay, well, it's still not working. Let's try. Let's try it without the cast sequence. Try it without the cast sequence. All right, let me log into my work. I gotta work here in a couple minutes, guys. But I'm gonna work through the pain with the Fire Mage. I'm gonna force myself to play Fire Mage, and I'm gonna figure it. And you know, I'm gonna get really good at it. But I'm just gonna have to force myself through all these pain points, and there's a lot of them, you know. There we go. I think we solved the problem. There is a little bit of a delay though. That cancel. There's a slight delay, so I'm not sure how. Like, this may not be the best way to do it. Like, if you had it on a different keybind, I'm not sure. But there may be a global cooldown too. So we almost need to test this on another key just to see if it's working exactly the same as it is on that keybind. Or not, I'm sorry, not on a different key, but with just the regular spell. Is it? Where's my blink? Okay, so already are. Yeah, see how I'm able to blink twice really quickly? It seemed like when I was using the macro, I wasn't able to blink twice really quickly. I have to wait for it to come back again. Not this again. Ah, man. All right. Yeah, I don't think that with the macro, it's going to let me blink twice really quickly. Oh, no, it did that time. but I didn't spam the scroll wheel. I actually just clicked it once, which was dumb because I kind of ruined the test. I fucked up my my unit test. Yeah, but that group we were in was terrible. That group I was in was terrible bad. The tank kept like pulling like multiple mobs and getting everybody killed, and nobody was saying anything. They were all just like, okay. I mean, those one worms that were casting like mass shadow bolts were just killing everybody, you know. That's pretty amazing. Like in retail WoW, in Shadowlands, we did one dungeon. I mean, how many times did we die? We died like what, 4 or 5 times in one dungeon. That's like really sad. It's not even like it's probably a difficult dungeon. All right, so it works. All right, cool. So it does work. So we have a solution. We have a solution. So that's good. We don't have to mess around with changing my keybind, which I really didn't want to have to do. Okay, so we got mouse wheel up for Dragon's Breath, which I think is a great keybind for Dragon's Breath. We don't have. I think we're just gonna have to do shift mouse wheel up for. No, not shift mouse wheel. I don't know what we're gonna do for Scorch. Will I ever really use Scorch? It does so little damage. I mean, 32 fire damage is like, is like hardly anything. So we'll put a keybind on that or for something, but I don't really think we'll be using Scorch too much. Hopefully. Anyways, I got to stop the stream because I got to go to work. So I will catch you guys later. I'll keep playing around with the Fire Mage. I'll get it down. It'll just take me some time to get used to. I have to whenever I play a new class that I'm not familiar with, I have to figure out the exact keybinds. I have to get the keybinds the way I want that makes sense, and it always takes me like a while to do that because everything has to flow. Like all the abilities need to flow. I should be able to use every ability in every situation from every angle, whether I'm moving or jumping or whatever. And a lot of that has to do with how my binds are set up and how my macros are set up. And so it takes me a while to get everything kind of the way I like it. And we'll do that as I'm leveling up to max level. And then, of course, the pain points of the RNG. I don't like proc-based abilities that much. I mean, they can be cool, but for the Fire Mage, it definitely feels like you're kind of gimped early on. Like you're always waiting to proc, your free Pyroblast and your free what is it called? Flame Strike? Yeah, Flame Strikes. So I don't know. Anyways, but it's cool. I mean, I figure by the time we get to max level, I think things will be a lot different. There's other spells you're gonna have, and I think it'll actually be really good. But until we get there, we won't really know. I'll check you guys later. I hope you guys have a good day. Peace out.